She had already been earmarked as one of the bookies' favorites, and when Strictly Come Dancing hopeful Mollie King appeared on the launch show earlier this month, she proved she really was the one to watch in this year's competition. Dressed in an eye-popping canary yellow dress, the former Saturday's singer got stuck into the spirit of the evening by hip-shaking her way along the red carpet, and her moves even managed to catch the eye of Strictly's notoriously hard-to-please judge Craig Revel Horwood, when asked by Strictly hosts Tess Daly and Claudia Winkleman who he thought had the potential to lift the Glitterball trophy this year. Craig declared, "I have my beady eye on Mollie. I was rather partial to all that twerking she did on the red carpet. I think she'll go a long way." In spite of this, the 30-year-old star, who was paired with babyface professional dancer AJ Pritchard, 22, on the night, admits she is still rather scared of Craig and his fellow judges, Darcy Bussell, Bruno Tonioli and new head judge Shirley Ballas. But being on Strictly is a dream come true, and she intends to throw herself into the whole experience with the same gung-ho attitude. "I just want to lap it up, really. Enjoy it as much as possible and just rehearse my socks off," she smiles, when we meet her in a break from training. "I am definitely dedicated. I am a really hard worker, so I am going to put as much time as possible into the routines." Mollie reveals that she's been exercising more intensely, too, so that she can keep pace with AJ. "I do boxing and I go to the gym about 3 times a week. I've been trying to do a bit more cardio just to try and get used to the dancing." She admits she's always been a fan of the show, but that seeing her Saturday's bandmate Frankie Bridge take part a few years back really inspired her. "I have wanted to do it ever since I saw Frankie doing it. She is an amazing dancer, so I wasn't at all surprised by how well she did," says Mollie of her friend, who was a runner-up on the 2014 series. "She has told me to enjoy every minute because it will go by so quickly." She adds that Frankie will also be one of her biggest champions as she takes to the floor. "She'll be there in the audience every week. Just try and stop her. She wants to come to the rehearsals as well. I'm like, God, you're like a pushy parent." Tonight, Mollie and her fellow celebrity dancers will strut their stuff for the first time since performing their group dance on the launch show a couple of weeks ago. Yet, despite looking fairly confident on her first outing in the Strictly ballroom, Mollie, who admits to having had no formal dance training, says it's a nerve-wracking prospect. "I've performed with the Saturdays, but we never really did full-on dance routines. It was more just posers are moving around the stage. I've never actually done anything like this, so it's a little terrifying. I went to a ballet class when I was about 3 and they told my mum that she was wasting her money taking me there because I had no grace at all, so my mum took me out and I went to football instead. So I'm hoping I'll be a bit more graceful now." Given the huge audiences that consistently tune into the hit BBC One show, it's understandable that Mollie is feeling a little jittery. Strictly Come Dancing this year pulled in its best ever launch show viewing figures, with 9.3 million tuning in to see the celebrities partnered up with their pro dancers, as well as a touching tribute to the late Sir Bruce Forsyth, who presented the show with Tess from 2004 to 2014. With such interest in the show, Mollie will inevitably have to contend with her personal life being thrust into the limelight, too. As we went to press, the rumor mill was already going into overdrive about a potential romance between Mollie and her dance partner AJ. The pair apparently enjoyed a cozy night in, as they watched the pre-recorded launch show together, although she's recently talked down the idea of getting involved with anyone on the show. "We're going to be spending so much time with our partners, so I hope we get on really well. I'm sure we will. There are always rumors, but hopefully I won't be getting any of those, she says. Right now, she's just happy to be a part of TV's biggest and glitziest series and simply hopes she can do as well as she can. I am competitive and I really want to get far enough to feel like I've soaked up the experience, the atmosphere, the costumes, the fake tan. I'm so looking forward to it and I'd be really gutted if I went out in the first 2 weeks, she says, adding, I feel like I'm living in a glitter dream. Strictly Come Dancing 2017, meet the contestants, their girls Debbie McGee, 58, radio broadcaster partner, Giovanni Pernas. People say I have the edge because I've danced all my life, but that's untrue. I was in ballet when I was 20 and gave up when I was 23 to work with Paul Daniels, her late husband. I'm the oldest here, and I hope I can inspire women of my age. Shazzy Akudaloo, 43, Holby City actress partner, Pasha Kovalev. I haven't any previous experience, although I won a disco dancing competition when I was 13. I've got rhythm and I think I can take choreography quite well, but this is all new. I would obviously like to win, but failing that, I would love to make the final. Ruth Langsford, 57, This Morning host partner, Anton Dubecker. You can't come into this being reserved. I'm going to embrace the outfits and makeup. I loved watching my parents jive when I was growing up and I can't wait to have a go at that. It'll be hard to keep my stamina up, but I'll give it everything. Susan Kalman, 42, comedian and Radio 4 presenter partner, Kevin Clifton. If I can do Strictly as a 42-year-old who has never danced or worn a dress before, anyone can. The biggest surprise has been that I'm not completely awful. Even if I go out in week 1, it's about just going for it and enjoying the experience. Alexandra Burke, 29, far-left singer and X Factor winner partner, Gorka Marquez. I've been training for quite a long time, since I found out I was going to be on Strictly, and I've noticed a massive change in my stamina. I want to get as far as my body and my partner can take, but it's intense. It's your feet cramping, it's your knees hurting. Gemma Atkinson, 32, center, soap actress partner, alias Skorjanek. I've been working out, but this is a different level of fitness. Ballroom dancing is the hardest. If it's a quick dance, it's easier to cover up any mistakes. One thing I'm worried about is running up the stairs at the end of the dance. Charlotte Hawkins, 42, Good Morning Britain presenter partner, Brendan Cole. I love all the glitz, glamour and sparkle. I just want to get as far as I can. It would be great to get to Blackpool. I think learning and remembering the steps is the biggest challenge. Knowing everyone is watching your every move is going to be terrifying. 2. The Boyston Marigold, 29, JLS singer partner, Jeanette Manrara. There aren't many shows that teach you a brand new skill. I'm a performer and because of that people expect me to be good. I've never done ballroom and Latin, though. I would love to win, but if I reach the final that's enough for me. Rev Richard Cool